My good people, I came across this video. This guy says, and he was reminding fellow Zimbabweans about how things are. So I want to explain to you step by step what he's saying. And to me, it makes very much sense for what he's explaining to his fellow Zimbabweans. You understand, my good people? Most of the time, it looks like when you explain to a Zimbabwean that, like, how can you leave your country and become old in another country? It sounds like it's you are being rude. You are it sounds like you are speaking something negative. But before you tell someone such things, any person of any country, yourself, you need to just remind yourself that, oh, I need to save money, work to improve my home, and all of those things. Okay, let's listen to this guy. This guy is saying that every time when South Africans says foreigners must go, we as Zimbabweans, we are the ones who start to say we are not going anywhere. I see now. We're going nowhere. Malawians, you pass, they're not here. So Malawians, you will never hear Malawians respond back or say anything back. But the Zimbabweans, they are always the ones who always say, no, we are not going anywhere. Nigerians and Zimbabweans are two foreigners in South Africa which speak back to South Africans. Nigerians and the Zimbabweans, they are the ones who always speak back to South Africans. I'm not the one who is saying this. This guy is a Zimbabwean who is saying this. And we have seen this in Zimbabwe. We used to have foreigners in Zimbabwe. He also said that they used to have Zimbabweans, foreigners in Zimbabwe, of course. They used to have foreigners in Zimbabwe. How Zimbabwe treated other foreigners. We used to give them names. So, okay, they used to give foreigners names to play with them when they were in their own country. It's a repetition of what happens. They were making fun of their names, the foreigners, when they were in Zimbabwe. So he's saying that is the same as what is happening here in South Africa. To us, you understand? But as we are blaming educated, why are we failing to use our education to solve the problem that we have? So this man is saying that as we say we are educated as Zimbabweans, as we say we are educated, why don't we use our education to solve our problems? Oh, and this really makes sense. So my good people, when I say as we are Zimbabweans, I'm not referring to myself. I'm not a Zimbabwean, I'm a South African. I'm just translating to what he's saying because this guy is a Zimbabwean. So he's saying that as a Zimbabweans and we say we are educated, why are we not using our education to solve our problems? In our country. Why don't we use our education to solve our problems in our own country? Zimbabweans, with how we pray, how we educated, let's come and use those skills. He says that as we are Zimbabweans, we are the people who pray, we are the people who are educated, why don't we use those kind of things to solve our own problems?
Ages and spirit to build our country for the sake of peace and to
Why don't we use all of those things for the sake of peace? We use it to build our own country, meaning they should use whatever that they have to build Zimbabwe as their own country.
show the whole Africa that Zimbabwe can be a better country through us.
To show the whole world that they are, Zimbabwe is a better country, using the way they pray, their education, any skills to improve their own country. This guy is what he's saying. He's a Zimbabwean.
Okay, like when we are there, meaning that you want to say you don't see anything wrong that is on what is done by the doula.
So this man is an old man who is responding back to this guy. He's an old man. So he's asking this guy that, according to you, so you don't see anything wrong which is being done by Dudula. He's an old man. Can you imagine? A young guy is explaining this, and old man is like saying this, that you don't see anything wrong that is done by Dudula. My good people, let me put it this way. Nah? Um, Instead of whether you see it right or wrong, what is done by Dudula, what were you waiting for all the years? Like this man, when I look at this man, he looks 60 or 60 something, but he's still asking that, don't you see anything wrong which is done by Dudula? Because a man like this one, imagine that you became old, being a foreigner in another country, and even until today, he still want to be taught or want to be told that you need to improve your own country. So, when, which other years is he still going to use to improve his own country when he's now old and is not even yet sure whether Dudula is right or wrong? Because you know what? Now, you came across Dudula, which is reminding you of something which you should have done long time ago. You should have uh, done a lot to your own country before. My good people, before someone chase you from his home or from his country and all that, you yourself, you should have um, made up your mind that I'm a visitor. So since I'm a visitor, so let me try something. Yes, I've collected everything. Let me go back home and use these skills, whatever method, to improve my home. You understand, my good people? So it seems like Zimbabweans are not proud about being Zimbabweans. That's why Zimbabweans, when they are in South Africa, they speak Zulu like nobody's business. They speak all these South African languages in a way that they feel like they can turn into being South Africans, no longer Zimbabweans. The way they love South Africa and the way they feel shame being Zimbabweans and want to hide or throw away their Zimbabwean sheep. That's how it is. Someone speak Zulu like, is born Zulu, but it being a Zimbabwean, to show that, you know, South Africa is the best. But who made South Africa best? Is the people who live in it. You understand, my good people? So let's meet at part 2 to finish this story.